name is Rahim. I met a guy about a year ago. His name is Anjikan. He approached me, said he wanted me to mentor him, be his coach, so I can help him with his property journey. So since he joined us, he's done absolutely amazing. So he's invited us today in the north of England to come and have a look at one of his projects he's working for his investors. So it's been absolutely amazing. So I can't really wait to see what he's got to offer. Right? Hello, my name is Rahim. I sat here today, or I'm with Anj and Goku. Anj is my mentee. Anj met me about a year ago, wanting to invest in property. So today I'm in one of his projects. I'm just here today really to learn, and we wanted to know the story behind Anj and how we got to started, and then obviously what he's been up to, so that we will be able to inspire other people out there who may be thinking of getting into property. So Anj, tell me a bit about how you started. I know you approached me about a year ago.
Yeah.
So just tell me exactly how all this come to be.
So I actually first saw you in Samuel Lee's video when he did his first interview.
Yeah.
And yeah, your story basically just really spoke to me about the charity work that you did as well.
Yeah.
That obviously you came from humble beginnings.
Yeah.
Come here. Yeah, just did everything from scratch, went to accountancy, because you worked at PwC, right?
Yeah, I worked for an investment bank.
Oh,
Deutsche Bank.
Deutsche Bank, okay. Yeah. So I work at the moment, but yeah, your story felt similar to mine, and how you kind of took the chance, did the rent to rent, and then became so successful in Cardiff. So at that point, I wanted to do something quite similar.
Yeah.
So I just thought, why not? This guy must be very busy, but I'm going to risk it, just message him, why not? There's nothing to lose, basically.
Yeah.
So I messaged you on LinkedIn.
Yeah, it was, yes, LinkedIn.
It was LinkedIn, just told you my story and just said, look, I'm really interested in learning from you.
Yeah.
And then a few weeks later, you actually responded.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a back and forth, had a call. Obviously, it had to be right for the both of us, so I kind of had a questionnaire, had a catch up, and we both thought it was right for me to do this.
Yeah.
And then from there, you gave me the kind of crash course.
Yeah.
We first did that personal experience thing, right? And we just said why, before you do any in the investing, you need to know why you wanted to do property, which is really interesting.
Okay.
So yeah, we worked out my why, and then from there, you kind of taught me everything I know about property.
Okay.
We did all the theory. You taught me about the HMO market. Then we looked at a specific area.
Yeah.
That's when I found Liverpool, and we looked at the returns that we could make. And you said, this is the place to go.
Absolutely, I remember that. But I remember when we had our first meeting, and when we were doing our goal settings and our discovery day, you were worried about money. Right, you're like, oh Rahim, I don't have money and I don't really know how this is gonna work. Yeah. And I said to you, listen, the money is not the problem. You just get the idea, the money would come up. So how were you able to actually, from not having money, to be able to buy a property, and now we are in one of the investors' project? How were you able to overcome that sort of difficulties? What did I tell you that you've utilized that allows you to raise the money that you needed?
I think the key thing, so before we even bought the first project, me and Goku decided to partner up, and we're both kind of looking at passive investing and what we could do. I told him about your mentorship and what we do, and he was really interested actually. So we got together, and the key thing that you said to us is always ask friends and family as well. Don't be scared to ask these people and approach anyone. Friends and family first, obviously, so you can gain a track record. And that was a key bit of information, because we approached and he was happy to invest with us, and that's how we found the money. So we found the deal first. We looked at the numbers had to stack, like you always say, come with numbers, don't come with an idea. So yeah, we came with the numbers, and he really liked it, he was really interested, and that's how we purchased our first property.
Fantastic. So you see, this is what I always say to my students as well, is listen, there are trillions of pounds going around the world looking for owner, right? I said to you, if you've got the idea, you've got the project, you may be thinking you have the money, or your mommy don't have, or your friend don't have it. Just tell them what you intend to do. I said to you, don't go out there as if you're begging, right? Go out there as you've got an opportunity that you want to share.
Exactly.
So when you went with that mindset, obviously you did not just get the money, you also will end up working with your best friend, who's now going to be your business partner, which is even better. So it's all about telling people what you do or what you intend to do, which is really, really good. So then when they've approved that finance, or when they said they will lend you the money, right, how delighted were you, and what did you really what sort of agreements did you come up to that makes that deal better than getting a bridging loan, for example?
Good question. So when we did we approached it like it was approaching a bridging finance company. So we kept it all professional. We showed him the numbers. We showed him the market rate for a bridging loan, and he was happy to do it at a better rate. And yeah, that's why we agreed.
Okay, fantastic. Now back to Goku. Goku, I know you and Ang are friends, right?
Yeah.
So how were you able to come as business partners? Because sometimes you don't really want to mix friendship and business. So how were you able to convince? How did Ang able to convince you to actually work with you?
Before I answer this, and the way I know Ang is through a friend of mine through university. So I kind of got an idea of how Ang is and how he is as a person. But like you said, when you don't want to mix friends and business together, because from experience it doesn't go well sometimes. Yeah. But I think Ang and I, we just had like a very honest conversation with each other. Like he said with you guys figured out your why. I did the same myself. So why are we doing all this? I tried to understand, like, can we work together? And I think we both had complementary skills sets to kind of bring together to like make our sort of vision become reality. So we kind of, as any business relationship, we had like sort of rules or agreements.
I remember you told me about that.
That will kind of keep us in sort of in line.
And that's so key, isn't it? To have like a structure and an agreement before any partnership starts.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
wow, brilliant. That is very good then. So you end up becoming partners now, right? So which is absolutely amazing. So I met me with zero property. Now he's got his own HMO property going. He's now doing properties for investors. Looking forward now, and I know you don't want to talk about your development opportunities, but I would like to ask you a bit. Now you're doing renovation, not just renovation for investors or yours. Now you're looking into development now, because I remember just now you're saying about you want to go into development. So tell us, going forward, what are your plans and what you intend to do as a business partners?
Good question. So with any business, we thought diversification is key, right? Yeah. So we can't. When we do a property, it's very illiquid and it takes time. So when we're doing our own building, our own portfolio, it will take some time. And a key thing that you always mention is having a strong power team. And once we have this power team here, we just thought, why don't we utilize this for other people, for other investors? And it keeps our power team very happy as well, because we constantly bring them new business. And we develop those stronger relationships. So first, building our own portfolio, we thought that was key.
Good.
We're always looking for new deals. So deal sourcing is a natural thing, right?
Brilliant.
So give it to potential investors. Then we thought, how can we scale this? Why don't we bring the end-to-end process and involve our power team? So building other people's portfolios was the next best thing. And then our third one is, this is good for now, but if we want to scale this into a full-time business, how can we kind of generate more income? So developments, when we looked at the numbers, and when we looked at the numbers, basically we knew that developing is definitely a better long-term strategy and will be a more fruitful reward, right?
Yeah, as in, just to add to that as well, as bigger developments are more interesting as well, right? There's a lot of work going around, and you have to be really into it. So it's something that kind of ticks to our passion as well. So we wanted to get into developments, and we started having a few conversations, and from one property we met someone else, from another property we met another investor who introduced us to another investor. So these things just kind of ticked on, like a domino effect. And the next thing you know, we're speaking to an landowner, and we're at the moment trying to figure out a way we can actually kind of do a deal.
Wow, brilliant.
So it just works out, to be honest.
Fantastic. And one thing about Angels, he knows how to build relationships, right? He's one of those guys so patient, like you can build relationships, which I think is very, very key to properties. So I know you're going to meet a landlord or someone who owns the land that you've told me about you want to partner with. So what is the plan in that sort of side of things?
Sure. So like as Goku mentioned, so we met this landowner actually through our architect, and we just built the relationship with him. We met them in person. We just basically told them our story. They liked our vision. They liked, because we had our mutual contact as well, with someone that could kind of vouch for our character. So we met them a couple of times. we negotiated on the land deal, we structured it in a way where it's a win-win. Like you said, it always needs to be a win-win. It's not all about us, it's also the person that we're purchasing it from. So he's got 2 pieces of land. We're working on a deal with them now. And one of the strategies you mentioned is about joint venturing. So we wanted to partner up with them.
Okay.
But again, we had to work out a way where it was win-win. So for the first piece of land, he wants a clean sale.
Okay.
He just wants the money from that first property. But if we get that done, he's happy to joint venture with us on the next piece of land. So the problem then was, how do we find an investor? So we scoured our network, asked everyone, and the thing is, you have to ask everyone. Don't be shy.
No.
And you never know who the person's going to be.
No.
Because it came from the most unlikeliest person. It came through one of our builders actually.
Really?
Had an investor that he partners up with. So we showed him the site, because he's local to Liverpool. He knows how good that plot of land is, and the price that we got it at was a steal. So it was a no-brainer for him. And that was a good thing, I think, because we've got no experience in developing. It was really the deal that sold it to the investor.
Wow.
So number one is always get the good deal, basically, and that only happens by building a good relationship with the seller. And making it work for both parties. And now we've got potentially, touch with everything goes right, where we've got at least a 5-year big development plan for two big deals. And
Brilliant.
hopefully everything goes through.
Fantastic.
But it's worked out really well. And like Goku said, you shouldn't shy away from kind of these opportunities as well, because we were doing this, like all the stresses we had with Ridley, but they mentioned that they were selling 2 pieces of land, and we just decided, why not see if we can do something with it. And we kept our open minds, and it's worked out. If you told us a year ago that we'll be doing anything, or even talking about projects that big,
exactly,
you would have thought it was crazy.
So I think it's a massive opportunity. You know, I think I'm pretty sure you will do really well in it, because I know whatever you want to do, you will absolutely do it. So that development, if everything goes well, how many units do you reckon you have in that plot?
So the first one is going to be, it's a renovation of a grade 2 listed building. So we're doing 6 luxury apartments. And then we've got a big green patch of land in the front. We're going to do 2 detached houses, which will be 4 to 5 bedrooms.
Brilliant.
But we bought it with planning permission, so we don't have the issue of getting that. And it's in a gated community, really nice area in Liverpool. So it will be 6 units overall, or 8 units including the detached.
Fantastic. Okay. So I know you're now not just doing your own project. You're working with investors and development. Now you're concentrating doing done for you services for investors, especially the investors that are really busy, that don't really have time to do the work. So if someone wants to contact you, for you to help them to source the property, negotiate, do the work, renovate it, and rent it out, what is the best way to contact you?
So currently we're building our website and our platform for people to contact us directly, but for now you can contact us on social media, LinkedIn for me, Goku's on Instagram, Facebook. Otherwise feel free to contact Rahim and he'll put us in touch with you.
Fantastic. So you are in LinkedIn, so how do I find you in LinkedIn?
Just spell my name, so it's Angkujan, and my surname is Sayandan.
Fantastic. How about yourself then?
Goku, so Gokhu, and then my last name is Nanthakuma, Nanthakuma.
Fantastic. And if you also want to contact them, I'll leave their link or their contact numbers in the description below, and you can contact them also directly. Alternatively, you can contact us from the office at Bar Properties. We will be more than happy to share their contact details so that they will help you take your project to the next level. So Anj, Goku, thank you so much for having me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. I really hope you like that video. Anj is a massive inspiration to me, and I hope it's been a massive inspiration to you too. If you would like to join me in my next property investment crash course, it's fantastic, it's absolutely free. I run free property investment crash courses every month. If you ever want to join me, feel free to click in one of the links below. And also, I'm doing a free strategic call where you can ring me and talk to me directly for 30 minutes, absolutely free, no string attached. We can talk about property. I can also tell you about the most recent property strategies out there and how you can implement it to actually take it to the next level. And I'm doing something that I've never done in my life, which I am inviting people to come to my office or my home to spend the whole day with me to talk about properties, look at their business plan, and also inspire them to actually take the action to actually invest in properties. Click on the link in the description below to join me in my next event. Thank you for listening. I look forward to sharing the next video.